Good day, gentlemen. Welcome back. Hope you had a fun-filled, you had a fun-filled weekend. It looks like both teams did really well this weekend. Congratulations. Real happy for you. Hope you had a well-rested Sunday, took some time off and sharpened your saw a little bit. You'll hear that phrase in just a moment. But hey, before I push out today's content, there's about 4 areas that I really want to make sure that are on your radar this week regards to academia growth and MIPS and how we're going to support your learning. But I want to start with this. Go ahead, get a kick out of these. These are my father's hockey skates from 1950, 56, I think it was. They're hanging in my garage. I got a little sports memorabilia spot there. And, I remember as a child, a long time ago, my dad would put these on the grinder, and we used to have a little rink in our yard. We actually fill it up and skate around, and he was always sharpening the edge of the blades of that. And I know you wouldn't get on the ice without your blades to be sharpened and the best proper equipment you could to perform as well as you do. So with that being said, I know you wouldn't, but my challenge to you today is, how are you sharpening your saw in other aspects of your life? Yes, we take care of our equipment. We take care of all our needs, not only spiritually, academia, your body, mind, soul, as I call it, but really, how are you being intentional in sharpening that saw? So before I push out today's announcement, I just want to challenge you a little bit. The sharpening the saw comes from a concept from Dr. Stephen Covey in his book, 7 Effective Habits. And some of you may have read it. I really encourage you, if you haven't, pause this video, go look it up. I'll bring this copy down, be coming next Tuesday, and you're welcome to have it in your library because I think it's a must-go-to piece of reading for anyone. And the 7th habit is about sharpening the soul, and when it comes to your all aspects of your life, from the body, obviously, USA Hockey, you're really focusing on healthy eating, proper exercise. But the question is, are you getting enough sleep and rest? That's the biggie. But the body, mind, soul, and the heart itself. The heart, in a sense, is really fostering some good, healthy relationships, too. And we forget about that. So as you go forth in your week this week, be kind of well aware, what are you doing for yourself and sharpening your abilities, sharpening yourself, your soul itself, that really feeds you, that's going to help you grow, become the better version of you each and every day. So if you want to know more about this, I get geeked out on it because I'm reading a great book called Atomic Habits, another book I'll bring down if you're interested. Let me know. Drop me an email, because I'm going to ask you to email me today if you're interested in more, like, what does it look like? What do you do? And I'll give you this little hint. I'll challenge you to think this week. What are you doing your first hour of your day? Do you roll right out of bed and get right onto USA Hockey, or do you take some time to sharpen your saw during that hour? If you want to know more about that, I'll be happy to share more individually. I'm going to share a little bit more throughout the year about how to develop those atomic habits in your life to be the best version of you. So thanks for enduring that a little bit today with me. I was thinking about you as I was actually on the garage. I saw these hanging. I go, God, I remember Dad was sharpening those up. But so hope you're sharpening your saw this week. Dig into that. Try to fulfill yourself, making sure those 4 areas of your lives are a priority. Speaking of priority, I know Ms. Volmers has set a goal for 20% this week by end of Friday. We're going to talk about that real quickly. You also, number 2 on your radar, looking at this little agenda I have for you. The PE class has been shared with you. More about that later. I'm going to talk about a 2-way communication requirement. Just kind of, I know you're reaching out to your teacher, but more details how you include me in that process. We'll talk about what that looks like. And I call it the power play. Yes, little power play Google Classroom where I use as my virtual space to kind of keep you informed of happenings too. So let's talk real quickly. Your 20% course completion by Friday is the goal set forth by Ms. Volmers. Don't forget that PE class. That is also part of your 20%. Some of you haven't jumped into it yet. Speak to it a little bit later. But I've included on this slide at the bottom, you'll see, here's a sample student. There's your 4 courses through Genius, the other course being obviously your PE course. But go over to the far right, you'll see assignments. This is what I'm going to be doing, calculating your assignments, the number total assignments by those who completed. As I look to this student here, sample student, starting from the top, English, going down to the very bottom on physics, This person has 13%, 17%, 16%, and 13% of their course completion. That's not including your PE. So think about your goal setting this week as you're establishing how am I doing on that 20. That's our goal this week. So this person, I would say, is in pretty decent shape. They'll get their nose to the grindstone and get each of those courses up to that 20%. I don't know how they're doing on the PE course. So keep that in mind if you're looking at where do I look and how do I do that. Reach out to me if you need some more clarity on that, all right? Also, I spoke to it already. You should get this and received it from Miss Dudley. She is your PE instructor, and I'll be happy to go through any of that on a one-on-one session with you, how to jump into that work. Keep in mind, 20% of that is also your goal this week. If you have any questions regarding that PE course, let me know, okay? One thing I'm going to ask you as I wrap up this weekly communication to you is your two-way communication this week. I would try to keep that on my weekly process. Not only remind you on Wednesday, I know Lucas has spoke to you about that, is every Wednesday push out to your teachers. Include myself, please. Include Mr. Quinlan on that. On our two-way communication is required of all of you and also a good way to maintain that. I do have periodic conversation one-on-one with most of you, but I'd like all of you to do this on Wednesday or today. Pause the video right now. Boom. Just I want you to email two things. Number one, I want you to email me your percentage of all your classes completed. You can just go in that little section I showed you, copy and paste, drop it in an email to me. It doesn't take any more than 60 seconds. Number two, I'd like you to include in that email what's your biggest challenge with the courses so far to this point. If you don't have any challenges, things are going smoothly, great. Just leave me a comment, reflection on your classes, which ones are doing well. Should have put that included there also. But so communicate with me challenges of your courses or the ones that you're doing fine. No, there's no challenges. Hey, tell me which one you like and enjoy. Or maybe I'm jumping into my PE class and this is where I'm at. Give me a status report of how you're doing. That's what I need from you. If you want to pause the video right now and go do it, that'd be great. So I need that from you by the end of the week. I don't want to be hunting you down on Friday because I know or Thursday because you've got a lot of other things on your mind. So make sure that's a priority early on in your week. All right. I also shared a link. I know it seems like a lot coming at you this week, so just pause, process if you like. It's called Power Play. It's really what I've used as a communication driver for you and I. There aren't daily courses on there. It's a landing page where all the content that I'll be sharing, this video, for example, will go on there. Video that I sent out to your parents, guardian, billet families last week, it will be on here. Any content I share with family, friends, and you is on our Power Play communication driver, Google Driver. So go to you see it in your email today. Please accept that. Join in. I'd like you to bookmark it. Put it up on your radar. Hey, am I missing anything before you finish your week's worth? Is there something there's an EDP. It looks like we need to get to that. So speaking of that, the EDP is on there. I'll talk to you throughout the course of the week in emails. That is huge. Please begin that today. I apologize. All right, there we go. So start that EDP. I don't have a link to, there's a link right on my page. Click on it. It's a one-pager. Lucas and I simplified it. One page. Should take you no more than 10 minutes. And complete that, please. You complete it, automatically uploads, you're okay. So EDPs is on the radar for this week on the Power Play. Check that out as our communication driver moving forward. Okay? So I know that was a mouthful. There's a lot happening. So I hope that you're taking the time to sharpen your saw. Take some time for you. Keep a journal. Meditate. Build your spiritual, mental, physical well-being. It's all part of being the best version of you, I'm telling you, folks. And a lot of you have already been doing it. It's a big part of who you are. But I challenge you this week to continue to sharpen your own personal saw. Hey, have a wonderful week. That was our weekly message. Let me scroll on up here real quickly. If you have any questions for the week, we're going to communicate all week. Push something out to me, text me, email me, and let's have a blessed week.